Get out of my house! You think you belong here?
Uncle, please!
Get out! I only allowed you to stay so you can cook, clean, and wash plates. Your useless parents are dead. Go and join them if you want a place to sleep.
That was the night Ijeoma realized something painful. She was no longer a daughter in that house. She was only a servant. The evening sun slowly disappeared behind the tall palm trees in the quiet village of Umudara. The sky turned orange and purple, and the cool wind began to blow across the dusty road. At the front of a small compound sat an old wooden bench. On that bench, every evening, a young girl could always be seen sitting quietly. Her name was Ijeoma. She was only 18 years old, but her eyes carried the sadness of someone who had lived many difficult years. Every evening, when the people in the compound finished their dinner and went inside their houses, Ijeoma would remain outside. She would sit quietly. Sometimes she would stare at the sky. Sometimes she would hug her knees and wait, but no one ever asked her why. Until one evening, a middle-aged man who had recently arrived in the village noticed her again. For 3 days in a row, he had seen the same girl sitting in the same place. He finally decided to ask.
My daughter, what are you doing here every evening?
Ijeoma looked up in surprise. She was not used to anyone speaking kindly to her.
It's alright, I mean what I say. I have been watching you for days now. Every evening you sit here alone. And yesterday night I saw you walking around the compound at midnight, as if you were looking for somewhere to sleep. Why don't you sleep inside the house?
Ijeoma looked down. Her hands trembled slightly. For a moment she didn't speak. Then slowly, tears filled her eyes.
Sir, everything you said is true.
What do you mean?
Ever since I lost my parents 2 years ago, life has not been easy for me. My uncle took me to live with him and his wife. At first, I thought they would take care of me. But every evening, they chase me outside.
They chase you outside?
Yes, sir. They say I don't belong to the family.
Where do you sleep?
Ijeoma forced a weak smile.
I wait until everyone is asleep. Then I find a corner in the compound, sometimes near the kitchen, sometimes near the store, anywhere I can lie down. The man could not believe what he was hearing.
This is bad.
They treat me like a slave. I wake up before everyone. I cook, I wash, I clean, I fetch water, but still they say I don't deserve to sleep inside the house. Sometimes I'm afraid at night.
Afraid of what?
The boys who walk around at night.
I am always scared they might see me sleeping outside.
The man shook his head slowly.
This is torture. My name is Mr. Okafor.
Ijeoma looked up.
I came to this village for business, but I live in the city. I will be traveling back to the city tomorrow.
Ijeoma nodded quietly.
If you want, you can come with me.
Ijeoma blinked in shock.
Sir?
You are young. You should be in school. You should have a future. When we get to the city, I can help you go to school. Or you can learn a skill. You can decide what you want to become.
Ijeoma's heart began to race.
Was this real?
Sir, are you serious?
Yes.
Tears suddenly filled her eyes again.
Thank you, sir. This is like a dream for me. My uncle will never allow it.
You don't need to tell your uncle or his wife. Just come with me tomorrow morning. They won't even know where you went.
Sir, I don't even know you. That is why I'm scared to go with you.
That is normal. But sometimes life gives us opportunities. If you miss them, you may regret it forever.
Think about it tonight, he said. Then he walked away. Ijeoma remained on the bench long after he left. Her mind was full of thoughts. Inside her heart, she spoke silently. If I stay here, I will continue suffering.
Every night I will sleep outside. Every day I will walk like a slave. And one day something bad might happen to me at night.
She looked up at the sky. God, please help me make the right decision. That night was the longest night of her life. She barely slept. Her heart kept asking one question. Should she trust a stranger or remain in the life of suffering? When the sun finally rose the next morning, Ijeoma had made her decision.
The journey to the city.
The rooster crowed loudly as the first rays of sunlight touched the village. Ijeoma had already been awake for hours. Her small bag sat beside her. Inside it were only 3 things. One old dress, a small photograph of her parents, and a pair of worn sandals. That was all she owned in the world. She looked at the photograph again. Her mother's warm smile seemed to comfort her.
I hope I'm doing the right thing.
At exactly 7 o'clock, a black car stopped near the compound. Mr. Okafor stepped out. Ijeoma's heart began to beat fast. This was it, her chance to escape. She looked once more at the house where her uncle lived, the same house where she had cried many nights, the same house where she was treated like she was worthless. No one noticed her leaving. No one called her name. No one asked where she was going. Slowly, she walked toward the car.
I'm glad you came. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here you go.
As the car began to move, Ijeoma looked through the window. The village slowly disappeared behind them. For the first time in 2 years, she felt hope. The journey to the city took several hours. Tall buildings replaced the small village houses. Cars filled the busy roads. People walked everywhere. Ijeoma stared in amazement.
Sir, this place is beautiful.
This is just the beginning. The house was bigger than anything she had ever seen.
Welcome to my home.
She stepped inside slowly. The house was full of beautiful furniture. A television larger than any she had seen before hung on the wall.
This room is yours.
Mr. Okafor said, opening a door. Ijeoma stepped inside. There was a soft bed, a wardrobe, and a mirror.
No one has ever been this kind to me.
This is only the beginning.
Over the next few weeks, Mr. Okafor treated her very well.
Let's get you some new clothes.
Oh, thank you.
This one will look beautiful on you.
He took her to big supermarkets. He even asked what she wanted to learn. I want to learn hairdressing.
Then hairdressing it is.
Soon, Ijeoma joined a hairdressing school.
She worked very hard. Within a short time, she became one of the best students. Her talent surprised everyone. Years passed.
Ijeoma eventually became a very popular stylist in the city. Her life had completely changed. But one evening, everything changed again. Mr. Okafor called her into the living room.
Ijeoma, I need to speak with you.
Yes, sir.
There is something I need to tell you. I didn't do all these things for you just because I felt sorry for you.
What do you mean, sir?
I did it because I love you.
Her heart skipped.
I want you to be my wife.
Ijeoma froze. Was this real? The man who rescued her, the man who gave her a new life, was asking her to marry him. Her eyes filled with tears again. Yes, she whispered, I will marry you. And that was the beginning of a new chapter in her life. But neither of them knew that another storm was about to enter their home. Mr. Okafor's mother. And when she arrived, Ijeoma's life would once again change forever. She believed her suffering had finally ended. But she did not know that the real test of her marriage, she would arrive in the form of one person, her mother-in-law. And from the very first day she stepped into the house, peace began to disappear. Before we continue this powerful story, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because every week we bring you emotional and powerful stories just like this one. Now let us continue.
2 months after the wedding, the large house in the city was full of happiness. Ijeoma's life had changed completely. She now lived as the wife of Mr. Okafor. She had her own beauty salon, and many women in the neighborhood came every day to style their hair. People admired her talent, her humility, and the way she treated everyone kindly. Even the workers in the house respected her. For the first time in many years, Ijeoma felt peace in her heart. One bright Saturday afternoon, she was arranging some hair products in her salon when Mr. Okafor walked in.
Ijeoma,
Mr. Okafor,
how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. You are back early today.
Yes, I have some news.
What news?
My mother is coming to stay with us for some time.
Oh, your mother.
Yes, she has been living in the village for many years, but now she wants to spend some time in the city.
Oh, really? When will she arrive?
Tomorrow morning.
That's good. I will prepare the guest room for her.
Mr. Okafor smiled and kissed her forehead.
I know you will take good care of her.
Fresh bed sheets were spread neatly across the bed. Beautiful curtains were arranged by the windows. She even placed a vase of fresh flowers on the table beside the bed. I want her to feel welcome, she told one of the house workers. The tall elderly woman stepped out slowly. Her face looked stern and serious. This was Madam Okafor. Mr. Okafor rushed outside happily.
Mother!
My son.
Ijeoma, come join us. Mother, this is my wife, Ijeoma.
Good morning, Ma.
So, this is the girl.
Yes, mother. She is my wife.
Ma, welcome to the house. Your room is ready.
From the first day, the atmosphere in the house began to change. Madam Okafor rarely smiled at Ijeoma.
Whenever she looked at her, there was always a strange expression on her face, something between suspicion and dislike.
Where is your family?
They are in the village, madam.
I see.
My parents passed away some years ago.
And your relatives?
I lived with my uncle before coming to the city.
Why didn't they attend your wedding?
It was complicated.
Complicated?
Mother, it is not important.
But Madam Okafor did not look convinced. That night, while Mr. Okafor was in his study, the older woman sat alone in the living room thinking. Something about Ijeoma disturbed her. The next morning, she called her son privately.
My son,
Yes, mother.
I don't trust that girl.
What do you mean?
She appeared in your life from nowhere. No family, no background, no history.
Mother, Ijeoma is a good woman.
You are too soft-hearted. Women like that know how to deceive men.
That is not true.
Have you ever asked yourself how her parents died?
Mother,
Think about it.
What kind of girl loses both parents and suddenly appears in your life like that? Sometimes people use charms.
that is enough.
You may not believe me now, but one day you will understand.
Later that afternoon, Ijeoma returned home from her salon with a happy face. But the moment she greeted her mother-in-law, the older woman ignored her completely. Ijeoma felt confused. She had done nothing wrong. Days turned into weeks. Madam Okafor's attitude became worse. She criticized everything Ijeoma did. If the food was slightly salty, she complained. If the house was not perfectly clean, she complained. Nothing Ijeoma did seemed to satisfy her. One evening, the older woman called Ijeoma into the bedroom.
Yes, ma.
I don't understand why you behave like the owner of this house.
Ma?
You walk around like a queen while my son spends money on you.
I am only doing my duties as a wife.
You don't deserve this life.
What do you mean, ma?
You should be outside selling pure water in the streets. That is where girls like you belong.
She remembered the painful days at her uncle's house, the insults, the rejection.
Please help me through this. I don't know if I can bear it. Give me strength.
The nights sleeping outside. And now it felt like the same suffering was beginning again. Later that night, Madam Okafor spoke to her son once more.
You need to stop giving your wife so much money.
Mr. Okafor frowned.
She is my wife.
You are making her too powerful.
She deserves it.
One day she will control everything you have.
I refuse to listen.
However, the seeds of doubt had already been planted. Meanwhile, in her bedroom, Ijeoma knelt beside her bed.
God, why is this happening again? I thought my suffering was over. But please give me the strength to endure.
Whatever comes next. Because deep inside her heart, she could feel that this was only the beginning of another difficult chapter. And Madam Okafor had already started planning something far more dangerous.
The days in the Okafor house slowly became tense. What used to be a peaceful home was now filled with silent battles. Ijeoma tried her best to remain respectful, but Madam Okafor's hostility kept growing stronger every day. One Monday morning, Ijeoma woke up very early, as usual. She prepared breakfast for the household
And arranged the dining table neatly before Mr. Okafor came downstairs for work. Madam Okafor was already seated in the living room, watching her quietly. When Mr. Okafor finished eating, he picked up his car keys.
Ijeoma, I will be late today. There are many meetings at the office.
That's fine. Drive safely.
Come here.
Yes, ma.
From today, you will start doing more work in this house.
Ma, I already take care of the house.
You call this taking care of the house? The floor is not shining. Those curtains are dusty. You live like a rich woman, but you came from nothing.
I understand your point. I will clean everything again, Ma.
You will also stop spending too much time in that salon of yours.
But Ma, that is my work.
Work? My son is the one feeding you.
The woman leaned forward. You should remember where you came from. From that day forward, Madam Okafor began giving Ijeoma unnecessary tasks. Even though there were house workers, she insisted that Ijeoma should personally wash clothes, scrub floors, and cook every meal. Sometimes the workers even looked uncomfortable watching her struggle.
Madam, why are you doing all these things yourself?
It's okay.
But it is not fair. I don't want problems in this house.
But while Ijeoma tried to keep peace, Madam Okafor was doing something else behind the scenes.
Every evening when Mr. Okafor returned from work, his mother would sit with him and talk. At first, the conversation seemed normal. My son, have you noticed something strange about your wife?
Strange? What do you mean?
She is too comfortable with your money.
Strange, what do you mean?
She is too comfortable with your money.
Mother, we have discussed this already.
I have lived long enough to recognize dangerous women.
Ijeoma is not dangerous.
You think you know her. But I don't believe a girl with no family history can be trusted completely.
Meanwhile, Ijeoma continued working hard both at home and in her salon. Her reputation as a talented stylist kept growing.
More clients came every week. One afternoon, a wealthy woman visited the salon for the first time.
Welcome, Ma.
After Ijeoma finished styling her hair, the woman looked into the mirror and smiled widely.
This is the best hairstyle I've ever had. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are very talented.
One day you will own a chain of salons. Those words filled Ijeoma with hope. But when she returned home that evening,
So you're just coming back.
Yes, Ma. The traffic was bad.
The atmosphere was cold again.
the tension inside the Okafor house continued to grow day by day. What used to be a place filled with laughter had slowly turned into a house where silence carried heavy meaning. Ijeoma noticed the change clearly. Her husband, who once spoke to her with warmth and excitement, had become quieter. Sometimes he would stare at her, as if he wanted to ask something but then remain silent. She didn't know that his mother was slowly filling his mind with suspicion. One Wednesday afternoon, the salon was slow today, so I closed early to make something special for my husband. He'll love this. As she entered the house, she greeted politely. Madam Okafor was sitting in the living room. She glanced at Ijeoma but did not respond. Ijeoma went straight to the kitchen and began cooking. While she was busy cutting vegetables, she did not notice Madam Okafor quietly walking toward the hallway that led to the bedrooms. The older woman entered her son's room slowly. She looked around carefully to make sure no one was watching. Then she opened the wardrobes. Inside was a small safe where Mr. Okafor sometimes kept important documents and money. Earlier that morning, she had watched carefully when her son opened it before leaving for work. She opens the wardrobe. She slowly turns the knob. The safe opens to reveal bundles of money. Madam Okafor took a thick stack and hid it inside her wrapper. She closed the safe again and left the room quietly. Later that evening, Mr. Okafor returned home from work. He looked tired. Ijeoma greeted him with a warm smile.
You came at the right time. I made your favorite soup.
Thank you.
My son,
Yes, mother.
did you remove money from your safe today?
No.
That is strange.
Why?
I passed by your room this afternoon and the safe looks slightly open.
Mr. Okafor's expression changed.
Are you sure?
Yes. Ijeoma looked up from her plate. Maybe you forgot to close it properly.
Let me check.
So money is missing.
Madam Okafor followed her son into the room. Ijeoma walked behind them nervously.
Yes, a large amount is gone. No one enters this room except...
His sentence stopped halfway. The room became quiet. Madam Okafor slowly turned her eyes toward Ijeoma.
My son, who was home this afternoon? Ijeoma came back early.
Ijeoma's eyes widened.
What are you saying?
I am only stating facts.
That is not true, Ijeoma said quickly.
Ijeoma, did you enter this room today?
No, I came home and went straight to the kitchen.
My son, this is exactly what I was warning you about.
Ma, please stop.
But the older woman continued.
Girls who come from nowhere often carry secrets.
Mother, please.
Search your room! What? If she is innocent, then nothing will be found.
But the missing money made him uneasy.
Ijeoma, maybe we should check, just to clear everything.
You think I stole from you?
I didn't say that.
But you believe it is possible?
The atmosphere in the Okafor house became cold and heavy after the incident with the missing money.
How could you betray us?
Then who?
No one spoke much during dinner that night. Ijeoma sat quietly at the edge of the dining table, unable to eat. Her eyes were swollen from crying, but she kept wiping the tears away because she did not want to appear weak again. Mr. Okafor avoided looking at her. Madam Okafor, however, looked completely satisfied. After dinner,
Ijeoma,
Yes.
come to the living room. We need to talk. Ijeoma, I don't understand why you would do something like this.
I didn't do it. I would never steal from you.
But the money was found in your room.
I don't know how it got there. My son, are we still discussing this? The evidence is clear.
Ma, please. I am telling the truth.
I don't want this problem in my house. For now, you will stop going to the salon.
What?
I don't want you handling money or business matters until this issue is resolved.
But that salon is my work. It is my responsibility.
Not anymore.
the next few days were very painful for Ijeoma. She remained inside the house almost all the time. Her clients began calling the salon, asking why she was not there. The workers at the salon were confused. Meanwhile, Madam Okafor continued treating her harshly. One afternoon, since you are no longer busy with that salon, you should make yourself useful.
What do you want me to do, Ma? There are many buckets of clothes waiting to be washed.
As she washed the clothes under the hot sun, memories of her uncle's house returned to her mind. The same humiliation.
Later that evening, while she was hanging clothes outside, a car stopped near the gates.
Who are you looking for? I'm here to see Madam Ijeoma. Wait here. A man is looking for her.
I will handle it. You,
My name is Chinedu. I came to see Ijeoma.
and what business do you have with a married woman?
I knew her before she moved to the city.
You will not see her. Chinedu? Ijeoma.
Ijeoma, I've been searching for you for months.
Stood frozen at the gate, staring at Chinedu. She had not seen him since the difficult days in the village. Chinedu was the son of one of their neighbors back then. During the years when Ijeoma was suffering in her uncle's house, he had always been kind to her.
Chinedu, how did you find me?
It wasn't easy. I traveled to the city for work, and someone from the village told me they heard you were living here.
You followed a married woman all the way to the city.
That is not what happened.
The older woman had already made up her mind.
You should leave.
However, at that moment, Mr. Okafor arrived home from work.
What is going on here?
My son, this man came looking for your wife.
Who are you? My name is Chinedu. I am from the same village as Ijeoma. You know him.
Yes, we grew up in the same village.
You see my son? What do you mean, mother?
A young man travels all the way to the city to look for a married woman.
What kind of relationship is that? Ma, please stop saying things like that. This is exactly why I told you not to trust her.
Sir, please don't misunderstand. I only came because I have important news for her. What news? It is about your uncle.
First stolen money, now strange men at the gates.
Ijeoma was wrong. The truth is coming out.
What truth?
What are you saying?